There are no bigger enemies in this world than two wrestling fans with different opinions. It really ruins Thanksgiving.
How was your weekend?
I can't believe you watch WWE, dude.
It's like politics, you can't have a healthy conversation. And oh boy, if you disrespect Sasha in front of Mark, your life is in danger. You're goddamn right. Mark only watches AEW, he's quite popular on Tinder. But if he sees you wearing that WWE merch, immediate left swipe. But you see, you're not meant to disagree with Mark. Mark's opinion is a fact. He's a true wrestling fan. Kenny Omega is better than Roman Reigns. So be it. NXT 2.0 is better than the original. Your call, dude. Sasha is literally God. Amen? Just don't argue with the guy, it's not safe. If you've been long enough on Twitter, you know that it's literal hell for wrestling fans. People argue about the dumbest things possible. If you're not on Twitter yet, maybe you shouldn't be. 4 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. I didn't ask your guys' unpopular opinions on Twitter because I feel like you guys are a bit too careful with me. Not because I look like Ryback, but I feel like you guys don't want to disrespect me. Obviously, you're not gonna disrespect Randy Orton in front of me, and why would you? Why would you do that? Randy is as much of a hero as this guy who saved Finn Balor. Sometimes I wish I was the kid that Randy Orton saved. Anyway, I found some random unpopular opinions on Reddit. So in this video, as true wrestling fans, we're going to unite and get offended at opinions. Now before we continue, I have a question. Do you walk around with no pants in public? I hope not. Well, you shouldn't do the same on the internet. That's why this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is an app and browser extension that protects your privacy and lets you access restricted content by changing your location. I talked about this product before on Great News TV, and I'm really glad to be working with Surfshark because it's something that I use myself. You have no idea how much restricted content there is. Most streaming services have different available shows depending on your country. Maybe there is a show you like on your favorite streaming service, you just don't know it because it's blocked in your country. And of course, it's something you can use for movies, wrestling, and basically everything. To put it simply, it's like browsing the internet in another country, but you're still in the same place. Maybe barely even moved. But the browser thinks you moved countries and unblocks restricted content. So yeah, dude, you don't need these tickets anymore. You can watch your favorite show at home. And obviously, protecting your privacy on the internet is very important, and I would say more important than ever before. So people, put your pants on and be safe on the internet. Sure, sounds great, but how much? Not an issue. Surfshark VPN has a great offer for you. Click the link in the description and enter promo code TheGreatOne to get 83% off. Which sounds amazing, but you're also getting 4 extra months for free. So you're basically getting an amazing product for almost nothing. So again, use the link in the description, use promo code TheGreatOne and get 83% off and 4 extra months for free. Put your pants on. Thank you very much. My dad thinks CM Punk is awful. Okay, let's try that again. I don't give a shit what your dad thinks. He's also wrong. I'll make sure your dad never gets to taste Brock Lesnar's ultimate premium farmer's milk. I'll laugh watching him drinking that filthy milk from the stores. I love everything Ron Killing's involved. Okay, first of all, R-Truth is great. And for the most part, I gotta agree. I mean, he pretty much nails everything, especially a few years ago with that delusional gimmick. That was funny. I agree. But then we have the 24/7 championship. At first, sure, he nailed it. It was funny, it was entertaining, it was unique. But then it backfired once it became the same stuff over and over again. And you can tell WWE didn't even try anymore. I mean, if you loved this, well, that means you're 5 and you probably shouldn't be watching this video. But yeah, R-Truth is great. Except, you said everything. You love the dance break, huh? You did love that dance break. I actually got blocked by R-Truth because I said the dance break is cringe, and I meant every single word. People aren't going to realize how good Sheamus is until he's done. I gotta agree. I mean, now people seem to kinda get it, but when people mention their favorite wrestlers and the best workers in the WWE or professional wrestling, people always seem to forget how great Sheamus is. I blame the hair, honestly. I think that was a big mistake. We keep talking about this all the time, but it's kinda crazy how Sheamus' career is basically backwards, from a WWE champion to a mid-card champion to a tag team champion, and now he's just there having the best matches on the show. So yeah, he truly is underrated and more like unappreciated. Mella is money. Don't know why she got stuck with R-Truth for their comedy gimmick for so long, but she has great heel fire. Okay, I kinda have to agree disagree because the thing is, I'm actually impressed by Carmella. I was never a fan, I always thought she's bad, but once she made her return, I kinda realized she's truly good in the ring. The problem is, you say that this gimmick is good, and I don't necessarily agree. This gimmick has been around for like a month now, or two, maybe, and it's already wrapped. Like, there's nothing left to do. What else can you squeeze out of this? So I absolutely despise the gimmick, but Carmella is pretty decent. Randy Orton should be the one to be the 17-time WWE champion, not John Cena, because of his loyalty to the company and sticking there for this long, whereas most of the wrestlers from his era are either retired or are part-timers. I'm gonna have to agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with leaving the company and trying to find success elsewhere, but the thing is, Randy Orton is really good. People don't seem to realize how popular Randy Orton is worldwide. Dave Meltzer said Randy Orton is not a draw because people in Japan wouldn't care. And we all know Dave Meltzer's opinion is a fact. He also said that he doesn't plan to leave WWE. He's going to wrestle as long as he can. And I believe he truly deserves to be the 17-time WWE champion. And WWE really shit the bed with the latest Randy Orton WWE championship title reign, so you need to fix that. I love Big E, but for me, he's not a world champion material like Bobby Lashley was. Oh, my man with the controversy. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail and as a title. Doesn't mean I feel the same way. I don't think it's fair to say that Big E is not a good WWE champion because we haven't seen anything yet, in my opinion. He just became the WWE champion, and whatever is happening in the WWE is not really his fault. I think his delivery is absolutely amazing. It's just that we don't have a serious story or a story we can, get invested in. I do myself kind of struggle to take Big E seriously as a WWE champion, but I feel like that's because he doesn't have a serious character and we haven't seen much of Big E yet. I think eventually we will see something great from this WWE Championship title reign, so it's really early to judge. And I think we also feel that way because the other champion is Roman Reigns, who's like one of the greatest world champions in a decade. Like, this championship title reign is really something special. And the WWE Championship was kind of treated as a hot potato, so it's kind of, hard to take that championship as seriously as the Universal Championship. So when you compare Big E to Roman Reigns, sure, it's not even close. They should get whoever is writing shit for Roman. Baron Corbin should have won the WWE Championship. No. When I look at this picture, I get kinda nauseous. This truly is the worst era of Monday Night Raw. I hate it. I absolutely hated it. The devil has this picture in his office to torture people. I think he's a decent heel, and people say, well, he's great because he's getting booed. He's not a bad heel, but he's booed because he was really boring. That's the Baron Corbin we love. It's a Corbin we can relate to. Keith Lee's promos aren't good. Putting on your best witty intellectual phrase or voice and pausing between words and sentences doesn't make you come off as an intelligent or calculating person. It makes you come across as someone with awesome... Okay, I don't agree with the last part, but I do agree with your statement. I actually said that before. I didn't like it. I'm gonna be the next WWE champion. You gotta talk slower, it's a 3-hour-long show. Sure, it made him kinda unique, but I don't think it was that good. In ring is where he shined. Xavier Woods is the best worker in the New Day. I do agree. First of all, the New Day are amazing. I would even say almost equally as good. So I wouldn't say that Xavier Woods is the best by far, but he truly is a very unique superstar who is pretty universal. He can make everything work, and he's really talented. He also seems like a smart dude. Undertaker spent more of his career doing a cosplay of himself than actually doing anything significant. My man Planet Chuck woke up and chose violence. Easy, Chuck. Sure, The Undertaker spent quite a few years just for nostalgia and reminding us that, look, I'm a dead person, but I'm wrestling. Remember me? That guy? Yet I wrestle. Sure, Vince McMahon relied on The Undertaker's legacy and basically used him for pop. He didn't do anything crazy. He didn't change anything in the WWE. He was just there as The Undertaker. But you gotta understand, Undertaker is bigger than life character. And I believe Vince McMahon just didn't want to take any risks. Now, sure, maybe he was cosplaying as himself, but let's be honest. It was entertaining. Taking souls and digging holes. I love that guy. Ricochet is a good wrestler, but I hate him as a person and on the microphone. On the microphone, Sure, but oh man, that boy can move in the ring. I can't even imagine what kind of sex this guy has. Bad person? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing in his personal life that I remember is him, you know, kind of pleasuring himself. And that's none of our business. WrestleMania has become less and less exciting each year. I don't know about that. I think you feel that way because, you know, you kinda got attached to the previous wrestlers. Sure, when I look at these posters of WrestleMania, I miss it because these are the wrestlers that I grew up watching, and now you have a completely different roster. Sometimes I myself struggle to actually understand that these wrestlers are no longer the new guys. They're actually the top dogs in the WWE. Like, it took me a while to realize, you know what? The Shield guys are no longer rookies. They're kind of the main characters in the WWE. I think we still have plenty of marquee matches on WrestleManias. CM Punk's return hasn't been that good. I feel like I'm seeing Phil Brooks trying to act like CM Punk, still waiting for CM Punk. That was written a month ago, so you probably didn't see Eddie Kingston and CM Punk stuff, which was unbelievable. Even better, I mean, if you haven't watched this, you gotta. That was the best 20 minutes of professional wrestling in a while. And it was a promo. I feel like Tony Khan just booked these guys in the ring and was like, gotta get my cigarette. Let me enjoy what I'm watching. That's some good shit. So yeah, people, CM Punk is definitely back, but I do agree that once CM Punk came back, AEW kinda blew it. I mean, it's CM Punk coming back after 7 years, and he wasn't doing anything that special, so I'm glad it's kinda fixed now. Raw is pretty good. That was written a month ago. My man needs a doctor. I think there's something wrong, and I'm honestly concerned. I'm honestly very concerned. Rey Mysterio should never have been a main eventer. Oh, come on, man. That's probably the greatest underdog story in the WWE. A 5'2" guy who's billed as 5'6", but he's 5'2", dominating in the world of giants. It was beautiful, and Rey Mysterio is one of the most iconic pro wrestlers in the world. One thing that people don't seem to understand, people who no longer watch professional wrestling, they know who Rey Mysterio is. Like, you say Rey Mysterio, sure, the little guy with a mask. They don't give a crap about Kenny Omega. I think some people, worldwide don't even know who Roman Reigns is. But trust me, people know Rey Mysterio. Wrestling should be something everyone enjoys. Not every match has to be a 30-minute epic. Not everyone enjoys those. Promos, quick matches, comedy segments, squashes, etc. are perfectly acceptable as long as they're entertaining. It seems like it was written by me. Like, dude, this is gonna shock you. This is a very hot take. So, sit down. If you're standing, sit down. From time to time, I enjoy a Goldberg match. I see these dislikes coming in. Like the video, goddammit. I honestly like variety in wrestling, and sure, for me the biggest problem is having these random ass matches on my Night Show that don't do anything. So I would rather have more entertaining, weird shit than just boring ass random matches. Brock Lesnar is underrated. Only right now people seem to realize how significant and valuable Brock Lesnar is to the WWE. He's great. He's unbelievable. He's our farmer. Back in 2018, sure, I had a different opinion on Brock Lesnar, but I completely changed my mind. This man is great, and I'm glad he's not wrestling on Raw or SmackDown because it makes everything Brock does special. Randy Orton is overrated. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. More of this and I'm gonna take your WWE Network subscription. Get out of here. I hope next time Randy Orton sees you in front row being pushed by the crowd, he's just gonna stand and not help you. You deserve it. And the last one, Pat McAfee is so cringeworthy that I can't watch SmackDown. I don't know what to tell you. Pat McAfee is entertaining. He's a commentator that makes the show actually better. He makes it entertaining. He's a commentator that makes me want to listen to the commentary. I don't give a shit how many wrestling moves you know. Pat McAfee, I'm sure he knows the wrestling moves, but what I mean by that, I want a commentator who's entertaining me. He's good, he's hilarious, and in my opinion, this is a horrible take. Hearing Corey Graves and Pat McAfee at Survivor Series made me realize this is a dream commentary team. So this video basically tells you that you can't please everyone. If there's one thing that makes me love a wrestling show, someone else is gonna hate that show because of the same reason. It's impossible to please everyone. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to check out Surfshark VPN. The link is in the description. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.